Hello, this is Eddie Marcus again. I got this message that I want to share with a particular part of you. First of all, before those of you who are watching this video, if you can see, my eyes are kind of swollen. I just woke up. It's in the middle of the night. Here in Minnesota, it's a blizzard going on. Tomorrow it's supposed to be 16 below zero as the high. And they're estimating somewhere around 65 wind chill. So I'm waking up in the middle of the night because I've got some great stuff I want to share with some of you. And here are those of you that I'd like to talk to. If you are, first of all, I don't want to talk to everybody. This is for men only, not women, for men only, and not all men. I want to reach that group of men who are qualified to do the work that has got to be done. This is some work that the Creator requires us to do if we are what we say we are. If you are a church member, male, sitting on the pew going to church every Sunday on the deacon's board or something like that, I don't want to talk to you. You can get up and leave. I know you. I know you. If that's what you're doing, you have been tricked. And the bottom line is that given the right circumstances, you could be mine or any of our worst enemy. If you are a preacher and you've been preaching for a while and you've been ministering according to the Spirit that you have, if you've been asking for seeds so people can get blessings from God, if you've been preaching prosperity and excited your parishioners with your jets and your limousines and your ranch, I don't want to talk to you. I know who you are, and you are not qualified to do this work. In fact, I want to say it like this. Everybody except a few, and a very few church people, I don't care what umbrella you fall under, religious, Protestant, Catholic, all of them. If you say that you represent God, Allah, Jehovah, and you mean it, I'm going to share something with you. If you mean it, I want you to know this. Only if you mean it. You are wolves in sheep's clothing. And I don't want to talk to you. Who do I want to talk to? I want to talk to men who love God. I want to talk to men who are one with God. I want to talk to men who love people as though people are his family. I want to talk to men who love and is so passionate with a mission as this, that if their spouses do not agree, they can do it without them. And there's nothing that any family member can do to take you off this path, to take us off this path. I want to talk to men who love what I've described thus far in such a way that any system would not deter them. In fact, they go into this endeavor with the commitment of giving their lives, not to go to heaven, giving their lives not to be great in the eyes of men, but they are aware that there's a spirit out there, and wherever government exists, whether it's in this country, whether it's in another country, or in all countries, wherever government exists, it's under the thumb of the anti-God. Every government. You see, what is the evidence? The evidence is that there's crime, there's violence, there's poverty, there are ghettos. All of that which we look at and say is ugly, it exists. It exists in every land. And why does it exist? Because justice does not exist. So you know love doesn't. Everywhere, I don't care if it's under capitalism, democracy, socialism, communism, whatever exists, it all exists under the spirit of the anti-God. America and all that America is about, and as great and wonderful as all of you think she is in comparison to all the other nations, America is under the thumb of the anti-God. China, the great nation that's coming to overcome America, you say, is under the thumb of the anti-God. Russia, the great Russia, the United States has been at ever since you've been alive, under the thumb of the anti-God. And you don't know, because you have been so blind, that they are even creating, as they move down this path, a way to eliminate billions of human beings on the earth. While we think that we are so great, think that we got it going on, our heads in the clouds, and we're partying and lying and cheating and stealing and going along with everything and going to church. They are planning to eliminate billions of us from the earth and replace us with machines. But let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. The power is with the people. They don't know it. They got to be taught it. It got to be brought to their understanding that it is they who build the houses. It is they that work the machines that transform certain types of material into some other needed outcome. It is they who bring all of that stuff together and build houses and build highways and build cars and build bridges and dig and make lakes. It is they who create food. It is they who build seats, television. It is they who create malls. It is they who make movies. It is they who do music. It is they who travel the atmosphere. It is humankind that does all of this. And as long as humankind exists, we can continue this. And as we mature, we can grow from this. Sure, we can create machines to do the kinds of things that we do, only to free us up, all of us. Because the universe, my friends, is large. It's humongous. And the things that we can do as human beings who are being led by a spirit of love, who are being protected, can do an all insurmountable stuff. But let me tell you, we do this. We who are instruments of God, we lay down our lives because somebody's got to stop this stuff. Somebody has got to show a way that humans can accept, that they can see, that is so much better than this, that they can trust, and they buy into it. Somebody got to do that. And you and I have got to be the ones to walk out on that plank, to let them know, to solidify in their own spirits that this is no game. We are real, and what we are doing is real. And all the things that we say to them through the actions and the words, it's all real. But they got to see it. And why do we do it? Because if we don't, they fail. If they fall, their children fall. And their children fall. And before you know it, evil that anti-God would have overcome by having just a few other, what you call them, agents operating as need dictates. And the rest, the few rest, are slaves to do whatever these masters bid. So yes, I'm calling out a certain group of men, a certain group of men to change not just America, but wherever poverty exists, it has got to go. Wherever crime and violence exists, it has got to go. And fighting crime with crime and violence with violence is no solution. We have to show the true way to peace, the true way to prosperity, the true way to joy. So I'm calling you, man. Find some way to get in touch with me. I would give you my phone number, but I know right now the only people who will call are those people who are threatening my life. So I won't put my phone number out there. But I will give you my email. My email address is Eddie Marcus, the number 2, at hotmail.com. I will repeat that. EDDIEMARCUS, the number 2, at hotmail.com. I'm not calling you into my service. I'm calling you into the service of love. I'm calling you into the service of truth. I am calling you into the service of what I see as God. And you will only step forward, those of you who have witnessed this, as if you have been all that I have identified. If it's true, you will come forward. Remember, the gate, one with the narrow entrance, the other with the big, wide entrance. And they both fitted their purpose. One, there was a small gate, and probably one or two to enter. They didn't need a big gate. Where are you? Bye-bye.